Hello, my name is Sarah Rang. I'm the Executive Director of the Invasive Species Centre. And thanks very much for offering a speaking opportunity for us today. We greatly appreciate it. I'd like to take a few minutes just to let you know a little bit about the Invasive Species Centre and also to explore how we might be able to support each other's activities. Just a few words about the Invasive Species Centre. We are a nonprofit organization. We're headquartered in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Our mission is to help protect Canada's land and waters from invasive species. So we have active programs on forest invasives, aquatic invasives, and plant invasives. We work really through partnership with a large number of different organizations, and we'd welcome the opportunity to share notes with many of the people at the Nova Scotia Invasive Species Council. We work really on three big baskets of activities. The first basket or priority is really about sharing knowledge. We work in a variety of different networks to share the current science and information about invasive species. We also work to catalyze action, either through citizen science or a number of different, supporting a number of different partners in on-the-ground action. And the third area we work on is really building the business case for investment in invasive species. We work a lot to quantify the impacts of invasives on the landscape, but also to quantify the investments that people are currently making in invasive species. We've recently completed a study of Ontario municipalities and conservation authorities and found that they are investing about $50 million a year in invasive species management. And of course, that's really just the tip of the iceberg in terms of what many of you know are the demands in terms of invasive species on our landscape. I'd like to turn now to sharing with you one of our video resources that we developed for Hemlock woolly adelgid. It's an example of kind of a how-to video that can be helpful in terms of being able to spread the knowledge of invasives and practical measures to control their spread. We developed this with a team of partners, and it's a new ball sampling method which allows volunteers to participate. And the great thing about it is they find it lots of fun, and so it's a great sort of volunteer citizen science activity. So I'll share with you now our how-to video on Hemlock woolly adelgid.
Hello, my name's Jeff Fidgen. I'm a biologist with the Canadian Forest Service here in Sault Ste. Marie. Hemlock woolly adelgid is a non-native insect that was introduced from Japan. It's like an aphid. An aphid is an insect that sucks fluids from plants. The Hemlock woolly adelgid is an invasive species, and so populations build very rapidly on these trees. The best way to look for Hemlock woolly adelgid is to look at the underside of branch tips of hemlock. There, if the adelgid's present, you'll see these little woolly tufts. Generally, when it moves into a stand for the first time, is in the upper part of the canopy, and reaching that part of the crown is exceedingly difficult. Ball sampling is a way that we can actually reach the upper crown of hemlocks, and what that involves is shooting a ball that has some Velcro on it, and we put that ball in a slingshot and we shoot it up into the canopy. The materials are readily available. You need balls, slingshot, Velcro, and wooden beads. We use racket balls, preferably red ones, because they can be seen when you're sampling so you won't get hit by them. The beads are placed inside the ball via an incision that we make along the seam of the ball. Squeeze the ball to open it. You pop the beads in there until the ball is full but not distorted. We glue the incision together with super glue. The Velcro goes out on the outside of the ball in thin strips. The Velcro should be adhesive so it sticks to the ball. So we put 2 circumferential strips around the ball. That creates 4 wedges, and so within those wedges we put smaller strips. The pattern of the Velcro on the ball looks like a basketball. It's important to wear head protection, eye protection, and leather gloves. Shooting a ball into the canopy is like shooting an arrow from a bow. Place the ball in the pouch of the slingshot, and you're going to pull the pouch back to your chest. And the reason why you pull the ball back to your chest and not your face is if the band breaks, You won't punch yourself in the face. Once the pouch comes back to your chest, then you can move the pouch up near your face like you would with a bow. Because the adelgid tends to concentrate out on the branch tips, you want to be aiming at that 60 centimeter end of the branch. You can anticipate how much the ball will drop and then aim just slightly higher to hit the part of the tree you want to hit. The Velcro will actually trap that wool and hold on to it so that when it lands on the ground you can recover it and see it on the ball. The best way to sample a hemlock tree is to use two people on opposite sides of the tree and each shoot their own ball. And so their partner can go and collect that ball, and then they can collect their partner's ball and look at it for wool. If you find wool on the ball, put it in a vial until someone can take a look at it. Eastern hemlock is an extremely important ecological species. We usually find hemlocks along rivers and creeks, and the hemlock actually provides enough coolness in the summer and warmth in the winter to sustain a very unique set of species. Ball sampling can be used by anyone. Anyone that has a woodlot, anyone that has some yard trees. Early detection of any invasive is important because it gives us lead time to prepare a response to those infestations. Because the infestations are still relatively small, the cost of treating those infestations is much lower than it would be if you waited. If you think you've seen an invasive species, visit www.invasivespeciescentre.ca and click on Report a Sighting to find specific reporting options for your province or territory.
Hi, well, thanks for watching the video on Hemlock woolly adelgid. I just want to close by saying thank you for the opportunity to speak with you and your members today. And we're very interested in sharing ideas and knowledge. Wish you a great meeting and hope to hear from you soon.